I've arrived at my campsite and I had a challenge immediately. As you can probably see from this, it's just thick fog. And if we look here, this is not me. It's incredibly muddy. I had to be very careful to park only on, or to only drive on this gravel. And the problem I had is that motorhome, meaning that I couldn't drive up this road and reverse in. The only way I could get in was to reverse through that gate, which you can probably hardly even see from here, and reverse all the way up, hugging this border very tightly and coming into here. And what do you know? I did it perfectly. So expert driving. I couldn't see a damn thing either. And I've managed to level up. This time it's sideways, which is on the wonk, and so I've simply put one levelling block and I've only gone up just the first part, and that seems to be just about right. So here we are. I can't even tell what it's like. All I can see is just fog. The lady here is very, very friendly. She said that there's a gate somewhere up there which goes straight into Wendover Woods where I can go walking, and it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow. Apparently the electricity is going to be off for a few hours tomorrow because some works are being done. So with any luck it'll be dry and I'll just go for a walk instead. So yeah, here I am. Several other people here. I've taken the last pitch, but luckily I'm parked up nicely. Pretty pleased with myself actually for doing that reversing, because that was not easy, but there you go. Just call me a superstar, whatever. One of the first rules of motorhoming is that when you open the doors, always be careful of items falling out. Look what I've just done. My computer was up there and it has just fallen down. I dread to think if there's any damage to the computer, but look what it's done to the desk. It is just caved in a massive hole, and if we go underneath, oh, I don't know if you can see, it's just completely wrecked the desk. So that's bloody marvellous. And now I'm gonna turn on the computer, see if it works. I'm not very happy right now. Amazingly, the computer seems fine. So I think what I'm going to try and do is just use a kind of a filler or something. I don't know if it will work because it's so cracked underneath, but I don't really want to buy a whole new desk, you know. It's annoying, but there you go. What an idiot. Again, lesson learned. Oh, I tell you one thing though. My jug that I broke, this was not actually a failing of a pre-flight check. This, if the knob is in, it's locked. If it's out, it's unlocked. Now look at that. Do you see how they're wonky? I can lock the door and then it doesn't work. The lock fails, and it's basically because it's not lined up right. You know, this should be this. When I lock that, which I cannot do one-handed, that comes out, and then when you press it in, it goes down, and that hooks onto this thing here. But because the cupboard is those, what is that, 3-4 millimeters too high, it doesn't hook on properly. And so when I was driving today, the jug came flying out again. Oh, I can still use it. It's only kind of the little bit around there and that's broken. But oh, I'm breaking all this stuff and I haven't even started my travels yet. But yeah, so that's the actual door. Now that I wouldn't know how to fix. I don't know if my brother can have a look at it or something. But oh, it's annoying. So I'm going to have to put the jug somewhere else in transit, because having that go flying is not good. So yeah, the computer is fine. Everything is fine. If I just put my mouse mat over there and try to ignore the fact that I have a massive hole in my desk. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, I can have another little look at the view actually from where I am. So I'm inside the van now. The fog seems to be lifting a little bit. So there's the motorhome that was in my way. And lots of caravans up there. So I have neighbours here, which means that I've got to put my curtains up really, because otherwise people can just see right in. So this is one of the disadvantages of, you know, parking in places like this, because, you know, people can see you Right, I've got all my doors open at the moment. I've just got a fan heater on, and I'm just kind of opening everything up and letting the heat go in. Just kind of make sure there's no damp or anything like that. And I'm about to have a cup of coffee and some chocolate. Yes. I will stop waffling now, and I'm going to get on with some work. Check out my teeny tiny little grill pan. It only holds 3 pieces of bacon. So I guess I can only have 3 pieces of bacon right now. I wanted 4, but okay. It's cute though. Never used it before. First time. I'll video again at the finished result, see how it turns out. So here is my finished bacon. It's pretty good. One thing I did note was that it was the grill was very smelly. So even though it's cold in here, I've actually opened the window to add a little bit of ventilation. And I'm cooking a omelette, chorizo omelette to go with it. So yeah, breakfast. Bacon. Now that the mist has cleared, it's you can see the view now. It's actually pretty nice. But unfortunately, I have to move. The internet here is just terrible. I've hardly been able to do anything since I got here yesterday afternoon. And so, lesson learned there. First of all, I've got to make sure I remember to check the coverage of where I'm going. And I forgot this time, rookie error. And so, you know, I've basically wasted the day, you know, at a campsite. There's no good, can't do any work. And so I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to go towards High Wycombe at a campsite which should have good 4G. I just need to remove this block and I'm ready to go. So I will record again when I get to the next place. So here I am at the second campsite for this week, which is the Hurley Riverside Park. And this is a proper sort of big campsite here. There's a cool looking van that's pulled up near me. And yeah, this is much bigger than anything I've sort of stayed on so far. I'm just going to have a quick sort of look around. Everything seems kind of quite spread out. Plenty of room here. I think this is a walk point here. Yes, water, good. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a little walk around the site and just see what's about, because it's quite big. They've got quite a few facilities. I want to see where I need to go for like showering and stuff. And apparently I can walk around to the River Thames. Anyway, I'm not going to walk around with this for too long, because I do look like an idiot when I do it. So I'll see you later. So this is all very posh. It's another water point and a whole sort of area for waste. So this is a, you know, proper big site here. They all say general waste. Where's the recycling? Don't know. But yeah, I think this is shower block. Yeah, there's someone in there, so I'm going to turn the camera off. This is a really nice campsite. There's facilities everywhere. There's another waste area there. This is a big, another shower block. And they've got disposal points. They've got washing up liquid. And I'm just going to go and look for this. The drive over thing for my grey waste. The grey waste is what comes out of your sinks. Black waste is your toilet waste. But yeah, considering this was only £2, this is £17 a night, which includes electric hookup. And where I was the other day at Burrs Lodge, £15 a night, didn't even have a toilet. You know, and this has got everything. And I've just had a look in the toilet block. Had quite, here we go. Oh, it's basically just drains. So yeah, I drive over here, just pull over and empty just into those drains. Really, really simple. There you go. And this goes on for ages. This is a really big place. You know, imagine in the summertime, it's pretty busy. But yeah, I went into the shower place and there's a lady in there and I really made her jump. It was so funny. And we had a little chat. And yes, this is a really nice place. So I'm kind of glad that the place I was at before wasn't any good, because I felt kind of cramped in there. I was only a few feet away from like a motorhome one side, a caravan the other, and I felt like I had to have all the windows down because I don't like just people looking right at me. Whereas here, because it's off season and it's so big, they've spread everyone out. So that black van that I had was the nearest one. And you know, it's quite far off. So yeah, it's pretty good. And now I'm going to have another little walk around the other side. And I'm going to see if I can find the gate which goes out onto the River Thames. And apparently you can walk either way up towards the town of Henley, which is where I'm going to go and check out, or Aston or something. Here we go, found the gate. Dog walking area. So I'm just going to, ooh, literally the river is right there. So I'm not going to go on a long walk now, I just wanted to see where it was basically. Oh, so you're literally right on the river here, hence why it's called Riverside Campsite. This is lovely in the summer. Of course, the problem we've got at the moment is everything is so damn muddy. But I have, this is another good reason to check it out first. I've bought some boots, waterproof boots. So as this is not, you know, a firm walk, as this is on the grass, yeah, I think I'll take my boots. I've got just, I hate doing the feet shots, but there we go. Just got walking shoes at the moment, and they are not good for mud. So they do, you can hire all these out as well as like mobile homes. Oh, there we go. The slipway, suitable for dinghies and canoes. There is a woman. She's shouting at her dog. It's really annoying. Ooh, there's a big building up there. Anyway, yeah. So, water. Big river. Awesome. I like water. So, I think tomorrow I'm going to go for a walk. This is the River Thames. So, yeah, you can go either way. So I'm going to go, I think it's that way, into the town of Henley. But for now, I'm just going to go back into the campsite, go out myself some lunch, and get on and do some more work. So yeah, very pleased with this campsite. My best one that I've stayed on so far. It's a couple of quid more, but considering the extra facilities you have here, I think well worth it. And excellent internet coverage as well. I've got 4G and it's quick. Yeah, I've been able to work no problem, so it's been great. The guy in the van has gone, which means I can open up my window. So there's me. And if I go around here, oh, you can't see through the trees. My motorhome looks so kind of old and run down compared to like all these posh caravans that I see everywhere. There does seem to be a lot more caravans than motorhomes. So there's a nice one. And I don't know if I can see, if I go around the corner, there's a big American RV. I don't know if I can film it, kind of in a bloody plane going over. You can't quite see it, but where that awning is, that's connected to a massive American RV with like big slide out on it and stuff. And they've got like paving stones, I think, and that. So I think they're a permanent fixture. Right, home sweet home. Time for lunch. See you later. Bunny! There's a bunny outside my window. I like bunnies. It's just munching. I'm just going to sit and watch it for a while, but I'm not going to record. This place is full of wildlife. And more rabbits here. I'm just by the shower block. Just going to have a little wander. See if I can zoom in without getting too juddery. No, probably not. There's also a couple of ducks which seem to live over by the big American RV. I've seen loads of wildlife. Look at this rain. It is ridiculous. And what I'm trying to do right now is empty my water tanks. Because last night I put in, this is my water tank down here. I put in something called Puree Clean in there, which has been sitting overnight. So now what I need to do is run the taps and drain all the water out. So bathroom and kitchen, run both the taps. This is the stuff here, this Puree Clean. And then once that's done, I've got to empty it. So I've driven over, you can't see, but I've driven over the point where I empty. But look at this bloody rain, it just won't quit. And it's driving me insane, this rain, it really is. It's really getting to me. So I've got to get outside, I've got to empty all the tank, and then I have to drive, or I have to reverse back up that road and then refill the, actually no, I think it's a drinking water tap next to me. But anyway, I've got to then refill the tank and then drain it all again and then fill it again. And I was really hoping it would stop raining, but of course I've got to do it this morning because I have no water until I've drained out all my tanks. So I've got no choice. I hate this, try not to swear on the video, but the sooner I can get out of this bloody country, get somewhere with some sunshine, you can insert the words I am trying to omit. So yeah, not sure how long this is going to take to drain, probably quite a while. Maybe the rain will stop in that time. The rain gods listened, it's actually stopped raining, thankfully. Right, what I'm doing now is basically flushing the tank. If you have a look outside, that hose is connected and that is running fresh water into the tank, and at the same time I have the pump running and I'm draining out, and on the outside of the tank I've got the tap open for the drainage. So this is all just draining, it's all just draining through, it's just pumping fresh water all the way through the system. Now I've been doing this for a little while, I've noticed that it fills up faster than it drains out, so I've kind of got to turn the tap off, sorry, the hose off for a little while, and then just leave the taps drain a little bit longer. But yeah, it's taking a while actually, but this is not something I have to do very often. Probably, I don't know how often you're supposed to do this, maybe once a year or something. But obviously I wanted to do it because this van is new to me and it's had many owners, and from what I can tell it's not been looked after. So yeah, this will just give me a very fresh, clean tank, so that when I put drinking water in there, you know, it's going to come out nice and clean. And of course I've also got my filter jug, which I use for drinking water. So, you know, to be as safe as I can. Alright, so I'm just going to keep doing this now until I get bored, until I feel as though what's in there is, you know, really clear coming out. I'll test it with a glass as well, and when I'm happy I'll stop.